Hey, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video where I try to capture some of my trades as they play out live. Market opens up here in about 10 minutes. Real quick, if you're new to these videos, when I say live, what I mean is that this is a situation where I'm recording myself, seeing everything for the very first time, as opposed to a trade recap or some sort of commentary or something where everything's already been recorded and now I'm coming back and doing a voiceover or some sort of trade recap. Nothing like that. I'm recording myself, seeing everything for the very first time. So if you want raw thoughts, raw emotions, raw reactions, you will get that here. But to honor your time, if you want a nicely edited video, a nicely scripted video, you will not get that here. But if you just want a nitty-gritty look into what it's like to be a day trader, how day trading stocks can play out, then you will find that here. So like I said, market opens up here now in about 9 minutes. So I'll go ahead and pause and see you back at the open. All right, the markets are opening, and I'm watching ticker symbol NVCR out of the opening gates. Just crazy, crazy gapper here, up $65 right now. Although might be too fast of a mover for me. So if I do trade it, it would just be with 60 shares just because, at least pre-market, it was a very volatile stock. Maybe things will calm down a little bit here. And really, yeah, not a whole lot of movement as of right now. What is going on with my charts? Why is Tesla not moving? I'm looking at off screen. That's bizarre. Well, let's go back to Tesla. Oh, there we go. I don't know. That was bizarre. Anyways. J&J. See what this one's doing. Had the gap down, 157. Yeah, not a huge mover. Keep a close eye on it though. mRNA was another one with a pretty big eventful. And there goes Tesla. Curious about Tesla up around 720. That was an area that I was keeping an eye on, looking at a couple other time frames here. mRNA keeps on moving upwards. All right, well, for now, I'm going to go ahead and pause, and I'm not going to make you sit here through as I'm kind of just running, scanning through a bunch of stocks. But if I see something that looks like a setup that I'm willing and want to put my money into, I'll get the video rolling. All right, watching 157 here on J&J. Also made this alert into the private community right there, 157 flush point. So if you're not familiar, I do offer a private community at the site. Flush point meaning wanting to see the price go down. And for those of you that are new, that is known as shorting. So yes, believe it or not, you can make money when prices go down. I like it even more now if it comes back down to the really 157.25-ish area at this point, if it comes back into play. But to be fair, maybe this is a start of a bigger move to the upside. That's always possible. Wow, and Tesla just keeps on grinding. But let's see what J&J wants to do here. All right, as of now, I will go, looking like this one wants to be a truly strong move, so I'll go ahead and pause. All right, I'm watching, I'm going to hop in there at 158.03 on J&J, looking for more of a pullback here. Well, that's what I wanted, so got to get out. Wanted it to flush on that one, did not do it. I think it wants to head back up, so I'm going to just get out there. Was wanting, how much should I get out? Oh, yeah, I was wanting another 20 cents on it, so that should have been at least another $100. But on the move where it hopped down, it did, excuse me, it didn't ultimately break down through 157.75, which are those lows right there. And on that move right there, given it was just a micro scalp, I needed to hop out. Excuse me. All right, this is an interesting setup here. what is that? 721.50. I like that. If this current move fails, good, good. Let's see if 721.50 comes into play here. Be interested. Try to play maybe a fake breakout here. To be fair, maybe this is a genuine breakout again. I'm watching 721.50 here. Actually, I can go to 722. Okay, I can actually now go to 723. Oops. See if I can get in there on a back test. There we go. In at 723. Just 50 shares. Because, I mean, this one is strong, and if I'm wrong, then I want to, keep my risk under control here. Would like to see this thing at least down below 722. See if it wants to get down there or not. 722.50. Very, very stubborn level. So again, 722.50 is going to be that key breakdown point. There we go. Got the break of it. Ooh, that was very weak though. Okay, took out 25 there just because I'm not really getting the follow through that I was hoping for. But maybe I'm wrong, so I still do have 25 shares in the event that I'm wrong. But I'm just getting out there. Does not want to roll over. Refuses to roll over, so I need to find something else out there. Oh, wow, what's going on with BIDU? All right, maybe we have it straight over here. So, yeah, as you're seeing right now, just not putting much together. I mean, I'm up 48 bucks, but I mean, I took those trades thinking I could be up a lot more than $48, but it's just not quite working out that way right now. Yeah, I'm still watching Tesla on one of my other charts on another screen, and it's still just hovering right around there. So I feel fine about what the trade plan going in. Just it's fooling around that area way too much. NVAX, there we go. Potential breakout point right here. NVX is just a scary one. It's so choppy, meaning it can reward you very nicely, but it can also crush you very quickly too. 49. Oh, I thought that one would be a little bit more. What's going on with NVCR? Did that one ever really pick up volatility? I mean, yeah, I mean that's a $10 move right there, but can't quite say that I see anything, even hindsight trading right now, that I would have said, oh, would have looked good to me. All right, so a very slow start. Good news is that the market's only been open 10 minutes, so it's not like this is some sort of situation where I've been at it for hours upon hours. Market's only been open 15 minutes. Let's go back to mRNA. BNTX getting some movement here. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pause. All right, watching 723.50 here on Tesla. Same premise. One of these breakouts truly got to be a fake one where it's not going to crash, but at least pull back a bit. So yeah, 723.50 watching. But again, maybe this is all legitimate. Maybe this is a truly strong break. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and pause. I'm not going to make you sit here and watch all this, and I'll keep you updated. All right, watching 724.75 here. I missed that pullback. That was a fake breakout with the pullback. Problem was I was watching CAN, which totally stole my attention and never even gave me what I wanted, but it had my attention enough. But in my mind, this Tesla move is already so big. It is Tesla. That's why you got to be careful with it. That's why I'm also just going in with 50 shares, because I realize that it is still a genuine bullish context. But all right, the struggle continues for now, but all it takes is one. That's what you got to just remember as a trader. All it takes is one trade, and it can turn things around quite a bit. So we'll see what happens. Watching 724 here, and I missed it, but let's see if I can once again get filled on the back test. Nope, given enough time. I guess I just fully missed that one. I was watching that when I turned my attention for 2 seconds. BNTX. Very nice, just choppy though. All right, I will pause. Again, I got to just keep telling myself all it takes is one. All it takes is one. Watching 151 here on mRNA. In there at 115, 1,600 shares. Let's see if we can get a move down to at least 150.50. Do have an order out to try to lock in some profits there at 150.50. So let's see if this thing wants, no, again, I'm not looking for this thing to crash or anything like that. But as you can see right here, broke down, now gave me this bottoming tail, which is not an encouraging sign. If it goes up over 152.15, I will have to be out. So, I mean, very limited risk compared to good, solid potential upside if I can get the move in the downward direction. So I'm going to go ahead and pause it now. I'm not going to make you sit here and watch through potentially this just choppy back and forth action. But if it looks like I'm either going to get stopped out or able to start to take some profits off the table, then I will get things rolling at that point. Okay, it is making a move downwards. The question is just, can it get down to the 150.50 mark, which is where I have my first profit lock order at. So there we go. Got those. 25 shares, so still have 75 left. But would like to see if it can break down even further. So still definitely could be a losing trade. There's no doubt about that. But the good news is it wouldn't be as large of a winning trade, because not only have I locked in some profits, but I've also reduced my position size. But again, it still could 100% be a losing trade. Try to lock in some more at 150.05. If it wants to break down to that. Not sure if it is going to want to break down through 150, so I'll try to sneak in line there and pull some out there at 150.05. So I like the odds of it at least testing 150, but I have no problem admitting, will it actually be able to break 150? I have no idea. So got those up. Oh, nice. Very nice. Trying for some more down there at 149.50. Got those out too. Excellent. Still have 25 shares left, so I'm going to let this one roll for. So now at this point, if it goes up over 150, I will stop out of the remaining. So at this point, I'm in a great position. the best place you could be in. It's not if I make money, but how much money am I going to make? So think about that. Not if I make money, but how much money am I going to make? And that is a great spot to be in as traders. So at this point, I have no idea. But hey, what do I have no idea of? I have no idea if I'm going to make money or not. Okay, at this point, if it goes up over 149.50, I will stop out. So again, just following it down with the stop loss now. Great spot to be in. So just using a manual stop. But if 149.50 is broken, I will stop out of the remaining position. But if this thing can get down through 148.50, then I will adjust my stop loss some more. It's looking like it's got a chance to get down through 148.50. Nice. Now my stop loss is at 149 or 149.25. So if this goes up over 149.25, I will be out. So I'm just making money because my stop loss continues to come down, which means I'm going to be making more and more money. So again, just watching with a manual stop, 149.25. But if this thing wants to keep on dropping, excellent. Now in hindsight, of course, I'm saying, Clay, why don't you get more shares? Yeah, I know. Should have done more shares. But had I been wrong, then I would be saying, Clay, I'm glad you didn't get more shares. So that's always how the hindsight voices like to work. But yeah, again, just all I'm doing is just watching. I don't know. The only thing I don't know right now is how much money am I going to make? And that is, talk about being in a stress-free position as a trader. Very curious about the purple line right there, though. Is the price actually going to be able to push down through there? We'll see. But if it does, I'm glad I'll still have the 25 shares. So at this point, am I going to get rich? No. I'm going to have 25 shares. But is it a good habit to have? Is it a good habit to always reiterate to just let a position work for you? Absolutely. And that's what you're witnessing right now. I'm just letting the position work for me. And that's what it's all about. It'd be amazing if this thing actually can break down some. Can it get down below 148? At that point, I would move my stop loss down, or move my stop loss at that point to 148.75. Like I said, I'm not going to move my stop loss unless it can at least break down. I don't know. Right now, I can see it bottoming out here. Okay, watching very closely again, watching 149.25. Again, it's all about that purple line. Can it actually break down through that purple line? Would love to see that offer come down below 148. But even if it doesn't, oh well. The only unknown, how much money am I going to make here? Come on, break down. Get down through that purple line. I'm not counting on it, but hey, I've been wrong before on this trade, and the thing has kept going down. Wasn't sure if it could break down through 150, and now look where we're at. So, come on, break down through there. You know you want to. What is the value of it right now? 148.19. So like I said, if this thing breaks down through 148, I like the odds of it. Yeah, I think nothing really until 147 at that point. So there it is. Look at that purple line. Notice how the price is just bouncing right around that purple line. The power of technical analysis. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pause right now. And if it looks like I'm either going to get the break of 48, or if it looks like it's going to stop me out, I'll get the video rolling. But at this point, really no point in having you just continue to watch this. Although I love being in this position, just watching the price. There we go. There we go. Come on. For those who are beginning, I'm watching this number here. I want to see this number get below 148, and then definitely want to see this number come down to at least 148. So step one is seeing this video or this number get below 148. Step two, which would be fantastic, is seeing that number get down below 148. And there we are, sitting right at that purple line. Who is going to win out here? Who is going to win out? I feel kind of like a sports commentator right now. And the Bears are pushing down, but the Bulls are dug in. Dug in at 148, without doubt. Look at this. What an epic battle here. All right, I will go ahead and pause for the time being. All right, getting down towards 148. Can it push down through? Again, you know what numbers I'm looking at? Oh, it was trying. It was getting close, but never mind. So I will go ahead and pause. Oh, there we go again. Maybe I better let it run. It's getting a little jumpy here. I like it. I just want to see it jump in my favor, though. No, it's just playing mind games with me. There we go, 148 kind of. I think if it gets down to 148, I wouldn't be surprised to see it jump quite a bit. Like I said, I think 147 has a very real chance of happening if it can break through 148. Come on, just break down. Separate yourself from the purple line. Come on, oh so close. Come on, knocking on the door. Should I try sweet talk? Hey, there we go. All right, so now 148.50 is my stop. If it goes up over 148.50, I will get out. If this thing breaks down through 147.20 or 147.50, I will adjust my stop once again. Right now I'm watching 148.50. Let's see if this thing wants to bleed some more. You know, I think 147 has a legitimate chance of happening. Of course, nothing's guaranteed, but I could see it continue to bleed down to that area. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pause. All right, well, showing a little green here, so watching 148.50 very, very closely. Yep, a little bit of a spike here. Hopefully this spike gets rejected right back down, which would be awesome and make the chart look amazing. Not looking so good, though. Watching 148.50 like a hawk. And out at 148.50. Clicked it a little bit too soon. Technically was not violated. So that may... Oh, there it goes, violated. So there we go. Well, what did I make? End up $151, well, $152 on that trade. And again, I realize it could have been a whole lot... Well, look at this now. Let me just... 27. Okay, I'm just thinking 427, that's 9, that's 50, that's $100. I could still be up $100 at 727. So watching 727 here for in there. $50 shares. Let's see some movement here to the downside. What is that low? Yeah, 726 seems to have a potential there. Come on, Tesla, you got the break. Make the move now. So if I'm wrong on this one, I'll still be up right around $100 on the day, which at this point I'm fine with. I mean, I've accepted that it's not going to be a massively huge day. But again, I can't even think about taking profits until at least 726, which is getting close, so that's good. So is this thing going to bounce on me? I'm going to take 25 off there. So again, still very well could be a losing trade, but if it is, then it's not going to be nearly as big as what it was, because again, I just locked in some profits and I reduced my position size. But at this point, like I said, I love this setup a lot. That's why I took it. And I got the move in my favor, but how low did it actually go? Yeah, 726.20. So it got somewhere down around there, but you know what I could do is see if this thing wants to get down to 725.50 and then add to a winner. And I do like that, actually. 725.50. I'm going to add another 25 shares. So add to a winner. More so 725.75 actually. So added in there another 25 shares. So adding to a winner. Let's see if we can get this down below 725.50 here. There we go, got those out. So took another 25 off. Let me just take those off. So there we go. What has me worried again is that purple line there, 50 period moving average. You just witnessed how, what was the one I just traded? mRNA, how the price kind of chopped around. Now, eventually it did fail, but the question for me is at this point in the day, do I really feel like sitting around waiting to see if this thing is going to chop around and eventually break it? No, I don't really feel like doing that. And I got a nice trade. Like I said, to walk you through it again, wow, we're almost at 30 minutes. To walk you through the trade, I got in, and then I pulled off a portion of my position. But then upon liking the setup and saying, okay, I see some more things going on, I was like, you know what, I'm going to add those 25 shares back in, add to a winner, and that's what I did there. And I was able to pull off those for even more profit. So a good little example there. So closing up $262. It is 10:20, so almost an hour in, and I'm well over my goal. My approach is what I like to call the be done in 30 approach, meaning on average be done right around 30 minutes. Because this is a side hustle for me, and I do trading not for the Lamborghinis, not for the Rolex watches, not for the private jet. If you want those things, cool, go for it. I hope you get them. For me, I do it because I want freedom of time. I want to be able to spend time with my family. I'm a dad of 4 young kids. So working from home, I want to go and spend time with them and just do the things that I want to do with my time. I love real estate investing, so I want to go do real estate investing. And there's just other stuff that I like to do with my time and not have to be chained to my computer, 6-7 hours a day. Again, there's nothing. I'm not saying you're wrong if you want to sit in front of your computer for 5 hours because you're going for the Lamborghini and stuff like that. Cool, go for it. But for me, I like to be done on average right around 30 minutes. And that's why I say on average, because today it was definitely above average. But if you've watched my videos, sometimes I'm done after 5 minutes. So, because sometimes done after 2 or 3 minutes. But in this case, yeah, it took me a while because the markets were a little shaky, but ultimately was able to pull in $262 with commissions. Let's just call it $250. So, less than an hour, $250. I'm not sure many other places in the world, especially when it's just a side hustle, right? Side hustle, spend an hour, walk away with $250 in your wallet. Like I said, for me, that's worth it. If I can just spend an hour of my time and my return on investment of that time of an hour is $250, I will definitely take it. So I'm just looking around, and yeah, I need to be done. And here we see Tesla. I'm kind of stalling too because I want to see what it would do around that purple line. But right there, it bounced up off it. Again, not saying it very well could fail down below it. Like I said, I just don't want to sit here and wait for all that to see what ultimately happens when it could also just bounce back upwards and then, not necessarily be a losing trade at that point, but not be, the winning trade that it was. Oh, wow, GME totally turned around. Earlier, I remember alerting this here, just the bleed. All of a sudden, it's really come back to life there. But anyways, so the final thing before I do go, if you do enjoy these videos, they're not the easiest to make because they are truly live. So I have to talk to you. I have to think about what I'm going to do for myself. I have to execute my own trades. I have to make alerts in the chat room. There's a lot going on. So they're totally possible. They're just not the easiest thing to do, but I will keep doing them as long as I know that there's interest. And you can communicate, yeah, Clay, I do like them. Please keep doing them by two things. Hit the like button, leave a simple comment, could be a thumbs up emoji. Those two little things go a very long way in communicating to me that you do enjoy these videos. So if that's the case, like I said, just those two things will communicate to me that it is worth my time to continue to do them, and I will keep doing them. And then also check out the channel as a whole. Good variety of videos. Check those out, and hopefully like what you see enough to hit that subscribe button, as I would love to have you as a subscriber to the channel. But like I said, if nothing else, if you like these live trade videos, want me to keep doing them, hit that like button and then leave a very basic, simple comment down below. Thank you for hanging out. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.